All righty. All righty. Here we go. Take the two season special, Easter special. We're not hunting Easter eggs. We're hunting down the refs. We're hunting down the touchies. We're hunting down the bunker. And obviously, we're hunting down Graham Ansley. We're going to ask him the tough questions. I've been given the keys to the show. I don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to give it a go and see how far we actually go. I'm going to be asking the questions, and we're going to see if these peanuts can answer the questions.
Can wing it, eh? Yeah.
Are you
Have you
gonna
guys had your
are
have your
you gonna
homework? Have
answer
you?
are you gonna answer the questions as well, or no? You're just gonna let us two have a
I'm
sniff.
just gonna see how we go.
We
You
might
know,
need a bit of reinforcement for
might need
backup.
a little bit of assistance, mate. If you ask a question, you want an answer. If you guys are the gurus, so I shouldn't have to answer my own question.
No
Hmm.
guru here.
I've
Look at
seen
the
two of them.
look at the footy tipping.
Anyway, how'd you go this week, Fully? What are you drinking?
I'm on the
Cordials.
no, I've eased up now. I'm on the what do you call it? No sugar coke.
Oh, beautiful. Oh. Major sponsor, Coca-Cola.
Can't
Righto, no
I,
mucking around, all right? We're good to go. There you go. That's a nice, beautiful stubby cooler there.
I'm ready to go.
Righto.
I got my girls backing me up. I'm ready.
They're beautiful. Um, it's a refs edition. We're just going to kick off all the stuff about the refs. Try not to swear. I've been known to tone it down a bit. The referees, we're going to lay off them for the next couple of weeks, but we're going to give ourselves 1 hour just to see, let it all out, and then we can just, you know, ease off them, keep the crowd happy, keep the refs happy, and all their big fans. So, firstly, rate the refs this year fully, and out of 1 to 10, and is this an improvement from last year?
Um, let's clarify what's the best marking? Was it 1 or is it 10?
Just pick a number. Does it matter?
It probably
Ah,
doesn't. Um, I reckon. Oh, I don't want to go too hard on them, so I'll probably give them a 6.
yeah,
But having said that, it's when I say a 6, it's all the other stuff that makes them probably that low in the marking with the bunker, I suppose, coming in, the touch judges with the flag not doing their job properly. But it's obviously making it's putting more pressure on the main guy in the middle. Um, as for better than last year, I don't know. I just think it seems like they're getting worse, but probably because they come under more scrutiny. So I don't know.
yeah,
Six of one, half a dozen the other, isn't it?
yeah. We'll give it a 6. What do you reckon, Frosty?
I give him a 7. I think that Bunker has too much involvement. And like you said, the touchies get too involved when they miss stuff. But they'll miss stuff and then they'll come in for something else, and you go, okay, why? I mean, for me, the
Hmm.
refs are human. They're going to make mistakes just like players make them. Unfortunately, with so many TV cameras at the ground, it obviously shows up their mistakes. So, yep.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
I don't know what the rest of your questions are because obviously we're blindsided here, but with that many different camera angles at the ground, how are they still getting it wrong?
Well,
That's it, isn't it?
And
mm,
why don't we get to see some of those camera angles that they do? Because they're obviously coming up with a decision where us at home go,
mm.
no, that's no try or that's a try, and then next thing you know, it's been awarded the opposite. So I don't.
Yeah, you're jumping ahead here, champ.
Sorry.
Um, in the Super League, they have a little headset that you're talking about their camera angle and it zooms in on what they're looking at.
Really?
We don't do that here, do we?
Mm.
Hmm. Just a thought, not a question.
That'd
Something to
probably
think about.
that'd be a money thing, and
Oh,
our money's all tied up to Vegas.
mate, I've got a few cameras just laying around, $100. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably say the refereeing's probably, yeah, I'll probably go on the worst end, probably a 4 out of 10. Maybe I've just been watching a little bit more footy, talking to you lads, and getting some crappy tips. But I think it's declined a little bit, so that's why we're talking about it, and we keep talking about it. That's It's for a reason, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, for the love of the game.
That too. No, for the love of
Mm.
you guys, just have something in common with you. I like it.
I'm going to start tearing up.
Righto. Do we need two refs? Remember we had two refs for quite a while. Should we bring it back?
Yeah, I don't know. We're darned if we do, we're darned if we don't, right? So they'll just say, oh, each referee rules the game a different way. Their interpretations could be different. Yeah, so I don't know. It'll just give us more. If they go to two refs, it'll give us more ammo just to slag them out on like a podcast like this, I suppose. So maybe yes, we'll get two refs and we've got something else to talk about.
We'll have some more content. So if you can't remember, they got rid of the two refs because of COVID. I think it was 2020 and they blamed it on money. So they thought, oh, we can save a bit of cash here and just have one ref and probably for the COVID rules. So they haven't brought it back because apparently the stats don't matter. So what do you reckon, Frosty?
Well, they spent the money on the bunker as well. So I'm happy to bring back two refs if we get the bunker only ruling on tries. That would work for me. So I heard the most stupidest thing on radio the other week that a journalist, and I can't remember which journalist it was, luckily, because I'm not going to name them, said bring back the two refs, but the second ref doesn't have a whistle.
Really?
Yep.
That won't stop them from influencing them.
So, I mean, I like the idea of the one ref ruling one end of the ground and the other one ruling the other. So, yeah. But, yeah, no, if you're going to go back to two refs, the bunker's only got a rule on to get out of their ears and only rule on tries. Happy with that?
Okay, interesting point. Like, what's the not going to have a whistle going to do? You're going to be in their ear. You're going to get blow the whistle, blow the whistle.
When I heard it myself, I laughed.
Wow. Okay.
Like a lollipop man without his lollipop.
Why don't we give the touchies a whistle?
Now that's a great idea.
Wow.
4 whistles at once. Hallelujah. We might as well bring the in-goal touchy back as well. Let's have 6 with whistles.
Hey, stop jumping ahead of what we're talking about. Righto. I had a question, and we could talk about this for hours. Why can't one of the touchies just be the pocket ref? One does the line, they look for the forward passes, they're kind of looking around. One pocket ref, one sideline official. You reckon they could work in a formation that, get someone in closer to the ruck? Am I asking too much? Do I need a full hour to talk about this? Do you reckon they could just go in field a bit? Let's say they go in field and don't always stand on the sideline. Can they come in a bit and be a bit more? I can't see 30 meters further than, in front of me. Do you reckon there's a little bit more they can do?
Oh, the concerning thing for me about that potentially is when we did have two refs, one referee was getting in right near the ruck, and it's like the viewers saying, "Get out of the way! We don't want to see a referee." Like, and what was the referee, like the pocket ref or whatever, checking? He was checking their ass. He was in there that close having a sniff or whatever. Like,
depends which ref.
Yeah, well, there you go. But no, I don't know about that idea. And what'd you say? One touchy just doing the line.
Just because what does the touchy do? They look the way they mark the 10-meter line because the ref already marks it, and then they backtrack a little bit to look for the forward pass. They're kind of active because I went to the game on the weekend and they're kind of active, but they're wasting their time.
I'm sorry, did you say they're looking for the forward pass? When?
Occasionally.
I think the home viewer should have an interaction like a button.
Wow.
Press the button when it's a forward pass.
Red and green.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, nice. Yeah. From 2,000 kilometers away. Yeah, why not?
Well, the bunker's sometimes that far away, isn't
It
it?
is. Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
all right, Frosty, what do you reckon
Yeah.
about
No, I'll shoot you down with that. No, I don't like it.
that?
Okay. All right. I'll put a video in a bit more detail about just a bit more structure and I don't know. Let's see where it goes. Probably won't. I got one today as well. It annoyed me. When a team scores a try, the referee goes, "Okay, I've got a try," but he says try. That's fair enough, and everyone walks back, and then you're just waiting. Is it try confirmed? Are we just? Oh, let's put it the other way. When a
Well, you
team
fell
is
asleep then.
We had a moment.
when it's a no try, and the ref goes, "I don't know. Can you check it? Um, I've got a no try." Does he have to say, "Do I have a no try?" Does that matter? Can he just go, "Can you just check this back to the old way, like 10 years ago? Can you check this? I have an opinion," which you always got an opinion, but don't tell everyone. Because in rugby, I think sevens, they let the referee look at the footage and it can influence the way they saw things. Did they can that not can that why can't we replicate that instead of I have an opinion and then he looks at the replay and goes, "Oh shit, I've already made my decision, but looking at that, I've got a different opinion. Can't tell anyone because that's my job." Can we let can we go upstairs without saying this is a try or a no try and let the referee look at the vision?
I think, yeah, I like that idea. The referee should do saying, "Listen, I'm not quite sure. Can you just have a look at it?" If I don't mind that idea of the referee has an opinion, so then the bunker says, like in his ear, after they've looked at everything, what's your opinion? And then if he says, "Oh, I think it's a try," they go with it like that, maybe. But definitely put it all on the bunker because, as you said, there's a try or whatever happens, and then first of all, he stops the play. Then all the players come in and ask, "Oh, what about this? What about that?" He should be saying, "Hang on a minute, the bunker's looking at it. Don't be coming to me like we're going to check it out like that." Um, yeah,
I,
but I don't mind that idea.
there are those ones that are genuine 50-50s. It's whatever goes upstairs will be the answer, especially those held up ones when they just get to tuck their hand under and you're like, I guess he kind of scored, but we don't, it's not conclusive. Can't we just look at it, Frosty? What do you reckon?
Mate,
Can we just
there's a
look at
couple
it?
of ways there's a couple of ways you can look at it. The NRL supposedly say they want the ref to have a decision. I don't like it either. I think he thinks he can say, I think he might have got it down, or I think he might have dropped it. Not it is a try or it isn't. And then, like you said, yep, definitely look up at the screen. I think they do it even with Super Rugby, don't they? Or not anymore. Thought they
Oh,
did
no one
for a
watches Super
while.
Rugby. I
No,
don't
I
think
don't
there's a
either,
person on
but
this
I
planet.
thought they used to. And again, it comes back to the NRL again because they're saying that the referee's the closest to the bloody on-field decision, so he should be making a decision as well. Again, so I like the idea that he says I think he might have dropped it or think he's held up, but don't just go definitive try or no try because we've seen it before where they go, I think I'm giving it a try and they can't overturn it, or I'm giving it a no
Yeah.
try and they can't overturn it, which is just totally wrong. We want the right decision.
Yeah.
It'll minimize if we do it that way. It'll minimize controversy, right?
Mm.
But so it happened both ways in the game today. The ref looked stupid because I saw the knock on it watching at home while half cut. Why couldn't he see that? And he goes upstairs. He was
Probably
trying.
because he's not half cut.
Should should they be half cut when they run onto the field?
Well,
Um,
No.
then it's a level playing field, then.
but it makes them look stupid. Like we all saw that
It
knock
does,
on,
yeah.
and then we're
Yep.
like, he went upstairs with the try, and yeah, no. A minute later, yeah, no, it's not a try.
Mhm.
Don't know where I was going with that, but it kind of you want them to look good. But they don't. And that's why we talk about it because it makes them look not good.
Mm.
Well, if they get the bunker to check it right, It cuts out a bit of other shit too, like time wasting.
Yeah.
As in, yeah. So then the game gets going a lot quicker,
Yeah.
and then that's what you want to see, right? We don't want to watch
Yeah.
20 replays of something where he potentially made the wrong call, where the bunker can make the right call with the right footage straight away, and we just play on.
Okay. On to my next question. It is, yeah, it's progressive. It's
What's this,
it's one
question
of those
5?
things.
We're getting there?
Should you increase the challenges to 3,
Frosty hates it.
right?
No, I can live with the 1, but yeah.
But the thing is, the bunker can't come in unless you challenge it. So you might see a dead set knock on. You go, it's a knock on. It's a knock on. It's a knock on. And then that's the only way. You got your 3. And you know, when they go back, and there was one again today, I think there was a few today, the bunker intervened, but no one was complaining, but the bunker saw it. So can we live? You got extra 2 challenges, but if you don't say anything, the bunker can't do anything. Maybe unless for foul play, but what are your thoughts on that one?
I'd rather them take away the challenge altogether, because then again, it's like we're wasting time again, so we're slowing things up. But having said that, if someone like the referee's made the mistake, I'm happy for the bunker to go, no, you got that wrong, because if there's a knock on, they generally go for a scrum. So they've got time to.
You're not wasting any time, really checking it again, because they check it anyway. We wait for try confirmed.
No, but then you're saying there's 3 challenges now.
Yeah, sure. Let them have 3, but the bunker doesn't look at it.
It all comes down to time, right? So we want the game flowing and to get it over and done with. We want fatigue to set in. We don't want to stop and rest up and keep looking at 20 replays and all that sort of.
But we're already waiting. We're waiting. You don't feel that?
Well, I'm only giving an opinion. You asked for an opinion.
Oh, I want the answer.
Now you're shooting me down.
I'm in the mood. Frosty, what do you got?
Yeah,
I don't like it. I don't like it,
put this
mate.
clown in his place, Frosty.
Look, today,
I'm the stupid one.
if the game's flowing well for you, half the time they'll use the bloody challenge with a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes to go. Oh, we've still got a spare one. We may as well try and use it now. Like, please.
Yeah.
No, I don't like 3. I think it's. I thought they bought the original challenge in for New South Wales Cup, where they only sort of had 1 camera, and it brought some of the 50-50s into play, where we've got 20 cameras.
Yeah.
We see enough, so I don't like the challenge
But
at all.
you can only use it when there's a stop the ball, play the ball anyway, or stop, change over.
One's bad enough, mate. No, not 3.
Okay, maybe I'm asking the wrong crowd.
Yep.
Maybe.
Get in the pub tomorrow and ask them.
I will. I'll get in.
It's because it's a Sunday. We might have a different response if it was a Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. I'll wait till the Tigers play.
Tomorrow, we'll see.
Did you guys see the forward pass from Brisbane this week? They played the Warriors. There was that long range try. No, you guys don't watch footy. It was right before halftime. No one really blew up about it, so it kind of was a bit of a miss. It was a no try. The ref called it. He made a decision, so I suppose you can't bag him for that. But anyway, I thought it was a no try. I thought it was fine. But this is my next point. Should the bunker be able to rule on forward passes?
Yes. Yeah.
It's a hard one. Depends on
years
the
ago
angle.
they were allowed to. This is.
I don't think they ever were.
There was it might have been early 2000s.
I'm going upstairs.
We're going to check that. Yeah, we'll go upstairs.
Yeah.
We're just going to go with the on-field decision. We don't know. But you can usually tell, right? Again, if you let a try go and then you go, the ref, he goes, can I just have a look at that again? Can we reintroduce that and he can make the decision?
Yeah, it's a hard one because everyone comes up with this thing now, the theory, because they look like they're passing it behind, but
Oh,
because it's going over a certain amount of distance, it can travel
Yeah.
forward. Like, come on, like
certain
it doesn't.
revolutions.
Yeah, like you know when you front, you go, oh yeah, well I got away with that. Like even a lot of those like short balls, right?
Yeah.
Where one of the halves throws to an edge runner, flat ball. Like, come on. And what they've done, they just trained to just keep running and just like play on as if it's normal, right? But I surely the bunker can overrule.
Frosty,
Well,
forward passes,
some of them
bunker.
talk about putting chips in balls, and some say it'll work, and some of them say it won't.
They shouldn't have
My
to.
my idea is put more lines on the ground.
Oh, no, can't you
It'll
just
look
tell?
terrible, but well, yeah, you can. But I mean, to try and alleviate it,
Yeah.
the 5,000 people watching it at home can all pick it up, but
Yeah.
Why
they
can't
can't
we?
in the
Why
ground.
can't we? I know it's going to cost money, and the NRL's got plenty of it.
Hmm.
But why can't we have? You know how when they do the offside in soccer, they have like the line,
Yeah.
Yep.
like the.
Mm,
Why can't they do that in
mm.
league?
Well, they do it with the
Mm.
sponsors on the field.
Well, there you
I
go.
think that's
So,
the
yeah.
angles and all that money and all the technology. That's. Mm. I think
Well,
soccer accept that. They just go, you know what? We accept it. Kind of like the tennis as well. They just accept the result.
what do you think? We're just rugby league whingers.
Just poor.
Hmm.
Righto. Why do all the touchies run with a stick up their bum? Frosty?
I haven't noticed. I'm not looking at blokes' asses, but anyway,
And is it a requirement for the job?
you'd have to ask them. Why are you going to apply?
Oh, I've got the running technique down, Pat. Fully.
I don't know why they do it. They run like that, but it must be part of the training. Like, they're full time professionals now, so they gotta get it going.
Mm.
The
Maybe to
question,
alleviate the old
yeah,
hammies and calves, maybe.
well, they got to use the flag sometimes, so they may as well shove it up
Yeah.
their ass.
That's it. All right, we got an answer.
I hope that helps.
Yeah, thank you. I do appreciate that. That was my big burning question of the week.
Can
Jeez.
I counteract that question with another question?
Yes.
So when you go on like jobs, site,
Seek.
yeah, Seek and Indeed and all that sort of stuff, looking for a job, and you see like receptionists, forklift drivers, accountants, whatever. How come you never see advertising for touch judges?
You're not looking hard enough. There's jobs out there.
Because I reckon they'd have plenty of people apply.
Yeah, but you've got to run. You got to run along the sideline.
I didn't say I'd apply. And the clear description in there would be no experience necessary.
Required. Yeah.
On-site training provided.
That's it. That's what we'll do next week. We'll
What
get
do you
on
reckon,
Seek.
Frosty?
Yeah.
You'd be a good touchy, I reckon, shoving that
No.
flag up your ass.
No.
Done it before.
You've got to lock your head in the camera as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
You got the voice for it.
Thanks.
Get off him.
Thanks.
Come on.
They talk into it, don't they, now?
I don't know.
Haven't they? I thought that someone had said, I don't know, a couple of years ago they got a mic in the.
No one watches
That's
them.
why they keep them, because we say, why do they need them anymore? They don't need them anymore.
Ah.
They could use their fingers for the goal, just like the AFL do.
Oh.
So you reckon they speak into the flag after they've shoved it up their ass?
Well,
Oh, wow.
the other end.
They'll double ender.
The clean end.
Yes. Mm.
Oh, wow. I need some AirPods, hey, Fully.
Yeah.
What about the that was a big comment. That was a big question. What about the scrum clock and the inconsistencies of when do we stop the time? Sometimes the time drags on for 30 seconds and you're like, nothing happened.
Mm.
It's hard because the game can't just stop every time the ball goes out or there's a try, but it can really. But it's got to get extra effort, right? They don't get paid for those those minutes are on the field. Got to get home, get it back on TikTok. It was inconsistent, but the scrum clock, the goal line dropout clock. What are your feelings on that?
I want to know why we've got it. Like,
Mm.
it's a waste of time, right? So, is it? I never even look. Is it 10 seconds? 15 seconds?
Yep. 10 seconds, I think.
Is it
Yep.
10 seconds?
For the
I thought you had-
dropout and for the scrum.
I know Luai got pinched the other day for the dropout.
Mm.
Yeah.
And he was looking at the ref, waiting for the ref to give him the signal, and he didn't. And the next day, the buzzer went off, and he got penalised.
Mm.
So, like,
I thought it happened to Latrell the other week too when they were in WA. So
leave Latrell alone, mate. Don't go there.
We'll let him go. What about? I hate this one. This is my pet hate. Milking the clock when there's 2 minutes left, and they take the world's slowest set, and everyone's got up, and everyone's got a sore back, and can't play the ball properly.
Kenny Edwards gets the cramp. Yeah, he gets the cramp.
How do you get rid of that? And it's embarrassing. And I guess the ref's just got to blow time off. If someone's genuinely milking it, it's a really close game, trying to stretch out every second. I hate the NFL doing it. It's disgusting.
Maybe they should penalise them.
Buck, that will send a message, wouldn't it?
They'd stop it real quick, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
They would. It would, wouldn't it? Like, oh, he's dying to play
But
the
then
ball.
there's a fine line between
It is, isn't
how
it?
how long's too long. You know what I mean? Before you give them penalty, right? So I don't know. It's just you could do that, and it'd fix it up, but then someone would whinge, oh, geez, they wasted time for 12 seconds this time and never got penalised, but then it was 8 seconds, before, and they got penalised. You know what I mean? It'd be just inconsistent. I don't know. I reckon. Well, we wouldn't be able to give him a penalty because you've taken the whistle off one of the refs, aren't you? So that's when
blow the penalty.
That's when Frosty, the little touchy, grabs his.
Hang on, I got the wrong end of the stick.
Frosty, what do you reckon about that?
Yeah, I think you find though that most of the time it's usually the team that's got a decent lead, and you do.
If it's
don't get me
close,
wrong,
you're
you do.
going slow.
You do get it. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I don't like it. It looks so unprofessional.
Yeah,
I think wouldn't you be trying to move up the field and try and score again?
Not when you're just trying to grind, take that win. Wait till that clock.
And sometimes it backfires on them, which is quite funny.
It's a bit like when you're at work, you got 5 minutes left. You're like, oh, tools down, fellas. Like, fuck.
5?
Come on.
Jeez, I was just be 15, 20.
No, I mean, get in the car. I'm about to drive off.
And you got your mate Bundy in you off.
So, are we happy with one captain's challenge? You want to get to 0. You want it gone? Are you saying that?
Yeah, I want it gone too.
Yep, me too.
Wow. The gurus want it gone. Get rid of it. Do you want to ring Abdo now?
Yep.
If I had my way, you'd be fucking gone too.
Well, you don't. I'm in charge today. I like
That's right. I like it too.
Oh, less work for you.
I'm just a thorn between two roses here.
I'm surprised you showed up.
No, you're in South Korea and you're North Korea and I'm America.
Oh, I'll just do everything, guys.
Mate, go to 5. Go to 5 if that's what makes you feel better. We'll turn into AFL.
5's too much.
The game will be 4 hours instead of an hour. So.
Yeah. That's it, eh? You just got to find that balance. If you notice in the Super League, they have a free play. If you drop the ball and the other team turns it over, and you got that free play when it's like 0 tackle, it works. Do you reckon we could introduce that to the NRL? You got a free play. If you go outfield 50 meters and you throw a shit ball at the end, they'll bring it back 50 meters and let you have the ball back. But it introduces a new element and pretty exciting stuff.
He's got the microwave on at
And
your
a try
place.
scoring opportunity.
Yeah, it is. I
There's a lot going on.
Mm.
Who's cooking at your house, Frenchie? The microwave's on.
Mm.
Is it that bad? Is it?
It was.
Yeah, it still is.
Jeez.
It's you're blurry, which is good. It's an improvement.
Oh, okay. Well, did you get the question?
We did.
So what you're saying is like it's an advantage rule. Is that right?
Yeah, but it's unlimited advantage until you get tackled.
Tackled
Which
for
I
once
think
the
is
first
great.
tackle, or
Yeah, it's still like 0 tackle to tackle 1. Yeah, you get the full. You can run 99 meters and drop the ball over the try line, and they'll take it back. They'll go free.
no?
He's frozen.
Oh no!
That's great.
Maybe it's the deep fryer instead.
Maybe it's that North Queensland sun.
He
Look
has
at him.
frozen.
That's the best. Another apology coming up.
Yeah.
Look at him. Even Goffy Beyond is giving him 10. Look at him.
He's gonna have to bloody log out and log back in again.
That's great.
Yeah, probably. There you go. He
Oh, he's
disappeared.
off. He's gone. That's even
Might as well
better.
have a beer, have a sip for that one.
Oh, that's funny. And then there were two.
All those times he give you shit about the microwave. That is cold. Maybe he didn't pay his bill.
Or maybe he didn't. Lucky we're playing on an advantage and we'll just go back.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. Maybe he set this up.
He could have. We were doing too well with the questions, the old peanuts.
Oh, Peanuts Anonymous.
Where is he? He's talking about the El Presidente missing in action. He's talking about Vossi missing in action.
Yeah.
And he's missing in action.
He's gone out to start the generator. In the background, the cat.
Yeah, the cat the cat wants a pat. Mm.
What's the
Go on,
cat's
off
name?
you go. That's Nicholas. There's two.
I thought it was Max.
No, Max is gone, mate. He went.
Here
Go on,
he
off
is.
you go.
He's got the generator started. He's back in the game.
Or did he pay his bill? Maybe he paid his
Oh,
bill.
wow.
Look at it. Where's your
Got the-
background?
Got the credit card out and paid the bill.
Our red energy.
Oh,
eh?
wow. Can you hear me now?
Yes, have you paid the bill now?
No.
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
We can hear
And unfortunately, we can see you too.
you.
Oh, that's funny.
Get Uncle Bob to come in as a substitute.
Yeah, that's what's happened. Uncle Bob's unplugged him. He wants a crack. Where is Uncle Bob?
Probably having a sleep.
He sounds like Ricky Stewart. The more you listen to him, the more you start believing him. Oh, here he is. He's back. There's Goffy. Goffy's back. G'day, matey. Shaking his head. Oh, he's going to choke to death now.
What are we doing?
Did you pay your bill?
What
Don't
happened?
tell him.
The generator run out of fuel, did it?
No, I had a few bad bets on sports bets. So times are a bit tough over here.
That's
Where do we get up to?
good.
Your advantage rule.
Yeah.
No good?
No, well, you just went 50 metres and dropped the ball and
We called you back. Now you're back on.
yeah.
Oh, so I'm back. Good timing. Good content. All right, let's skip over that. I don't know.
No, we haven't finished it.
I don't mind that. Well, I don't mind that rule.
Okay.
I don't like it at all. I think they only use it because Super League shit.
Yeah, okay.
And I go with that.
That's okay.
Nothing
Give
wrong
me
with-
shit.
Nothing wrong with being honest.
Mm.
Yeah. Sometimes it's 2-0, 1-0. or 80-0 or 1-0.
Yeah, right.
Righto. I guess we'll move on. I missed all that. How's the
We've
goal
seen
line?
it all.
too.
We've seen it all.
Mm.
You don't have to edit it. We'll be right. I'm sure you two handsome guys can take over. We're still recording? Yep. Here we go.
Oh,
Got it
Um,
all.
the goal line dropout.
Yep.
Right. Well, now we've gone a bit off the rest. We'll bring it back. If the ball goes out, if it goes out in the full, if you try and go short, should they reintroduce that to be a penalty if they fail at keeping it in touch? Like, why do they favor the team kicking when I think the teams have got good at it, and now you can bring it back to the way it used to be. The kick out in the full, you should be penalised. What
Yeah,
are your
I agree.
thoughts?
I agree with it.
Mm.
So what happens on a kickoff when you kick out on the full? Penalty?
Still a penalty, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
still is.
if you're doing a dropout, it should be the same, right? So I don't know why. Did one of you guys said they changed the rule a while ago or not long ago? You said it a couple.
Yeah, I can't remember how many seasons it was ago. Not last year, maybe the year before.
Yeah, 21. What year is it?
Yeah.
2026.
Ah, that's right. Yeah,
No, I don't like it either. I hate it. I think if it doesn't go to 10 and it goes out, or it goes out on the full, penalty. They stop doing these short dropouts. Like,
yeah, and you know it used to happen occasionally, and you're like, yeah, have to go short here because we need to take that risk, you know. But now it's like ooh, you got 50-50 chance of taking it back, and I was keeping a tab on it with Uncle Bob. He was giving me assistance with the data, and we had some good results. We got a bit pissed and we forgot what we were doing. So
wow.
I don't have any data. Maybe next week we'll try and have a look at who
We
actually kicks
actually
it short, who kicks it long, who gets it back, who doesn't.
we actually thought Uncle Bob was going to jump in as a substitute for you after
Oh,
your
he's
blackout
he's got it in the
5
neck.
minutes
I've got
ago.
so many messages. He's no good. So that was personally
Jeez.
that was from me
Wow.
when I was drunk.
Jeez.
Sit next to him on the lounge.
Wait till the next show. It's going to be an absolute beauty.
Oh, providing we paid our bills and we can get on
Oh, don't worry. I picked the Sharks. Um, should so there was 24 sin bins before round 7, so before this week. Do you reckon that's too much, or is it too little? Just a quick answer. Too much, too little. That's 3 a
Well,
week. 3-0.
I'd like to check your data and see what the infringements were for.
That was the week before this week.
Was it mainly just the shoulder to the head? Or
High contact. That's pretty
yeah,
much just what they call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like everything that we keep saying. It's just all you want is consistency, right?
Mm.
I don't mind them.
So,
I don't mind them binning them as long as they're
so,
consistent.
so is there a need, or is there any movement? Can you go back to a 5-minute sin bin, or should there be different levels of um you infringe the ruck too many times because it happens quite often. You've done it 3 times in a row. I'm going to stop the game and I'll give you a warning. Give him 5 minutes. Give one guy 5 minutes. You do it twice in an attacking set, 5 minutes in bin.
Yeah,
No
so
questions asked. Standard rule.
so Frosty, you're a little bit older than me. So
Mm.
do you remember what the 5 minutes was for back in the 80s, 90s?
It varied. That's the problem. I wouldn't bring it back in because you had sometimes where there was a 5 minute sin bin, and on the same team there was someone who had a 10 minute sin bin. So I think the fives were just more for ruck infringements and being offside, whereas the 10 was more for high shots, obviously.
Yeah.
So
And did John Hopper get sin bin for sticking his finger up the bum?
he could have even got sent off. It's a fair while ago now, but
I might have enjoyed it. What if you enjoy it?
mm,
I don't
yeah,
know.
okay.
He was doing it to multiple people, so he might have
Oh
enjoyed
yeah.
he might have enjoyed doing it. But yeah, I think for the 5 minutes for the repeat or the repetitive holding down, like especially inside the 10 meters, like that's a joke, right? I think in today's game it might have been, was it Canberra who they just kept laying on the player, and
Or Titans today, yeah.
was it Titans?
Mm.
Yeah, it
Canberra probably
happened.
did it as well, but
No,
Titans
yeah,
definitely
sorry, it
did.
was
Yeah.
Titans because it was Tino.
Yeah.
Tino, and then Tino said he had a word to Tino, like he should have just said, "No, you go. You
Yep.
can go for 5 minutes.
Mm.
You're responsible. You're the captain. You can go." And I reckon that potentially that could change that up a bit. Maybe, I don't know.
Get
I
rid of
don't
your
like the 5.
warnings. Why do you need to
Yeah,
warn
yeah,
someone?
yeah. They know what
Happens
they're doing.
happens in rugby too. I'm giving you a warning. Mate, put your foot down.
Just
No, I
do
don't.
it. Just rule it straight away, and then that takes out all these warnings. And,
Yeah, I don't like the 5 minutes.
no,
Okay.
okay, mate.
I think no, it's just because it'd be too confusing, as I said. When I can remember, like you said, when they had it, and it was confusing, because you did have a high shot. You probably got 10 in the bin. But see, I'd rather 10 in the bin than for a high shot and then put them on report, and then they should get a week of this bloody fining system. We got a question on that as well, rookie?
Nah, I
Should have.
don't know much.
That's an absolute joke. Uh,
I hate it. I don't like it. I just think money
you
is.
get a week. You know,
I
but
think. I don't know.
no, I don't like the 5 minutes anyway.
I've got a 1 hour special about TikTok from
What?
NRL players as well. No, just how ridiculous it is.
Well,
Cooking show.
I'll just do that by myself.
Barbecuing.
I do barbecue alone. We'll move on. What about you talk about concussions? I saw one today. I just we'll talk about it. Should legs tackles be more rewarded than what they are now? Because they're not rewarded at all.
What are you going to do? Hand out $1,000?
Yeah,
Yeah, every legs tackle.
How do you reward them?
And I go with that. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand the question.
So if you remember, they used to have do you remember dominant tackle? Dominant tackle, and the ref would yell that out every time, and then you get that extra time to hold them down. It's a bit like surrender. So surrender tackle, and you lay on them longer because it's surrender, and you get that extra 2 seconds, right? If you have a legs tackle, you should be able to hold them for longer, like a dominant, to get. Yes or no?
No.
To avoid they don't want high contact. Sure, tackle them with their legs, mate. Where'd you? If I can get shut down on this question, it seems like I've already done that. But yeah, it's just a question. You want them to tackle lower, avoid concussions. Do you think they should be rewarded for tackling low, like not a legs tackle, but a one-on-one standard tackle like we were taught when we were earlier days? Not me, but you guys.
The problem now, with the low tackles, a lot of guys, because they're not used to it, they're used to wrapping the ball up and getting multiples in the thing. A lot of them get their head in the wrong position, and then it does cause head knock, and concussion or whatever. But I still think whether they're tackling around the ball or around the ankles, whatever, as soon as that referee says held, doesn't matter whether it's a dominant tackle or they surrendered or whatever, as soon as they said held, or what we used to do back in the day, tackle and roll away. Roll away straight. Don't hold on and try and slow it up. As soon as he says held, get off.
Yeah. So Frosty, you reckon?
Well, you're rewarded by staying on the field, mate, because you're not getting them high. Isn't that the reward?
Playing by the rules.
That's right. But I'm saying, you're saying if you tackle low, should you get rewarded? Well, you are, because you're staying on the field. If you're tackling high or high contact, chance you'll go to the bin. So there's your reward, I guess. Unless you want to start handing out cash.
Coffee's got his hands up in the background.
Yeah.
I guess it know what it feels like to be shut down.
Awesome.
Bang.
Wow, it doesn't feel good, eh?
And we're not even pissed.
So do you reckon there's too much wrestling in the Rock? You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still going. What's your solution? Do you want a little counter that goes 3, 2, 1? That's it.
No, I just think what I just said before. Just as soon as the ref says held, roll away, release,
Yeah.
get
Yep.
off.
Yep.
But
The
you
problem
watch
is, yeah, the problem is they got each team's got like wrestling coaches now.
Yeah.
So and you see them, they always try and roll them on their back because it's going to slow them down.
Yeah.
I reckon you tackle them, bang, see you later.
I think the game's got a little bit quicker now.
Who's coming in the side door making comment?
Bob, he's a bit on tonight.
Loose, yeah.
On the sauce, is he?
Wow.
He's starting to sound like an Anthony Albanese the other night.
He's sneaky.
So sorry, Frosty, what do you reckon?
No, I was just saying, I think the game's picked up a little bit again now, so I think there is a little bit less wrestling. But, yeah. There still is, of course.
If you watch a game from the 90s, they tackle them. They don't even touch them. They just play the ball. Everyone's, not much wrestling unless there's a few. I saw a spear tackle the other day. It was play on. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Sure that guy's injured.
And even the girls NRLW, a couple of years ago, they used to just tackle and let them go, and it was so good to watch. But now the wrestling's come into their game, and it's sort of fallen a little bit.
What do you got in that, rookie?
Bourbon.
Jeez.
Possibly.
Chamomile tea.
This one is bugged me for a long time.
How long?
When it was introduced.
About
the
3
18th
inches.
man.
Tic tac, sir.
the 18th man, right? So they warm up, and some teams have 19 men warm up. Why do you have to wait for the 18th man to get activated before they can play? Why can't they just be in the team? Why is it such a big drama?
Do you reckon have 5 reserves?
Have 5 reserves because the guy already warms up. So he's ready. And, it hasn't happened much this year, but last year, the year before, there was heaps of activations of the 18th man. Let the guy play and it doesn't hurt anybody. And you keep the same amount of interchanges. So you're still using the same
How
number.
many interchanges have we got now? Is it 10?
It's a good question. Is it 10?
No.
Are we trying to get to 8? Is that the plan?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think it might be 10. I think it was 12 and then...
It's 10.
If you want 18 players, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to have 5 reserves. I'm okay with that. Yeah. But you've got to drop the interchange now. You're going to have one fresher player for longer. So I'd reduce.
You lose one.
Yeah.
That's fine. Good on you.
I'm okay with that. But I just thought you froze again. I thought, here we go.
But I think
that's my take on it. I'm okay with the 18. That's fine. You can have 20. I think it could be like rugby. Have 23 sitting on there. It doesn't bother me.
Yuck. But
I don't like it.
It gives you a chance if you can. Oh, I don't know. I just think.
Well, talk.
What's that?
Talk. If you're thinking, talk. Let us know what you're thinking.
I don't like it when someone goes down with a hamstring, someone goes down with a twisted ankle, and they're not coming back. Like maybe early in the game or halfway through the first half, and you're like, the 18th man's there. Why can't they just play? Why do they have to be activated? Why do you need 3 head knocks to activate the 18th man? I just think it doesn't make sense. Let them play. You don't have to run them, but have that option. They warm up. They don't play reserve grade. So back in the day, you would play reserve grade. Most of the bench would play second grade, right? And then you'd back up on the
Sometimes
bench.
they play a full game in
Yeah,
reserve grade.
yeah,
Didn't have to
absolutely.
play, but yeah.
It's not hurting anybody. I'm not a herder.
You're,
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
you're a
Isn't that
lover, not a
right?
herder. No,
The
but
solution, the solution
Okay,
is
well,
don't take the 18th man then.
I've got shot down again.
Fully?
Jesus Christ. Okay.
No, hang on. Fully's the thinker. Let him say what he's got to
no,
say.
I'm
You're
okay. I'm
you're
okay.
half on board.
Yeah, I'm okay if you're going to use 5 on the bench, but you need to reduce the interchange.
Okay. All right. All
Because
right.
we want
Fair enough.
fatigue. Everyone wants fatigue in the game.
Yeah.
We want to see it. We
Hmm.
want to see it 48-42.
Wouldn't it be good if you chuck that little, player who you're like, oh, he's all right. He's got a bit of something, but I don't want him to defend for more than 10 minutes. Just chuck him on for the last 10 minutes. An attacker. That's a
Yeah, no.
different way of thinking of it. Anyway, all right, well, gotten shut down. Oh, that I'm pretty happy. Only 2 shutdowns. Wait till you hear this one.
Good.
Why do the Tigers always get stitched up? And does the NRL favour the Dogs?
Yeah.
In what way are you referring? The draw?
Anyway,
The draw or
yep,
actually on the game on the
yep,
day or
The way
yep.
the game's refereed,
yeah.
they let forward passes go.
Yeah, they let forward passes go. They, let the Dogs players hold them down a bit longer. They give them extra kebabs. All those kind of good things about being a NRL team.
I think Phil Gould's got more pull in the game than what everyone thinks.
Maybe he
Oh
does.
yes.
There you go.
All right, that
That'd,
wasn't a serious question.
that'd be
It
for
is. Hang on, we haven't answered it.
that'd be for the polar bear, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that was it. He keeps mentioning things.
I'll tell you my story, and it's as an old person. Back in the day, people used to always say teams in the 8, if they played teams down the bottom, always got preferential treatment with the refs. Now my team, Manly, and everyone knows that, were always flying high, so I never used to see it. Then we
Mm,
went through a period where we were down the bottom. And then I actually got to see it. And then I actually believed what people were saying. Not that I didn't believe them, but you just looked at it a different way. And then after seeing that, go, you know what? They're not getting the 50-50 calls.
mm.
So that's definitely, I definitely believe in that. Even now in games, you'll see it. The team down the bottom will get less of the 50-50 calls. But
It feels like it, doesn't it?
I've never noticed it.
You live with it.
I just thought it was part and parcel of the game.
but he's right about Phil Good, that's for sure. I can't believe that Lockie Gavin won't go to the doggies. I thought that Gus would have enough pull, but
I'm sick of hearing about Lockie Galvin, so let's not
I wanted to
talk
throw it
about
in.
him anymore. We'll talk about him next week when he.
Mm.
I don't.
Sign
He
for
signs
They're
for
Para.
playing.
Para
They're
Mm.
playing Luke Mobile, I think.
tomorrow.
Yep.
So if you've got a ticket to Combank, you can use that ticket to go to Lidcombe and then go a couple hours later to Combank. How funny is that?
Nice.
Okay. I can't wait
Watch
to
him
go.
get his head kicked in. Yeah.
See how he goes. It'll be
Mm.
interesting to. Yeah. Anyway, we're not bagging out the refs anymore.
Tomorrow he's
Down.
playing against his teammates.
So we talked about the refs. We talked about a couple of rules. Is there any solutions that we come up with, like improving just the refs? And is there anything that really they can do to get us to stop talking about them? Is it just me that's talking about them? But is there anything that you really want to? You go, yeah, I just want this to happen. What's one thing that you go, yeah, this one thing, if it happened, I'll be happy. I'll be happy.
Only one. Well, it's not high on my list, but the forward pass, the bunker needs to be able to rule on that. But for me, would be the slowing down the play. How I said, once he says held, you got to release and get off. That's if you could change, officiate that rule, which you're probably supposed to because no doubt it's in the rule book. It's just all these other little sayings like dominant and held and surrender and all that sort of stuff. It's just all little sayings that have crept in, and they're just making excuses up. So gives the referee more leeway, and well, less spotlight, I suppose, on them. But it doesn't really help anyway, does it? We'll just pick out something else. It doesn't matter. So you could do those two rules for me, right? And I don't know how many people would be happy. A lot of people would be happy, but then we just find something else to go at them with. So,
Do we need 4 refs? Frosty, what do you got? What do you got?
No, we don't need 4. We need the
What's
2
one
refs
thing
back.
the one thing that will cheer you up?
Well, nothing's going to cheer me up.
I know that.
because he's a miserable fucker.
Yes. No, there's not. I mean, where do you want to start? Honestly, where do you want to start? You can't. There's not just one thing.
We just went through 20
if
things.
Tim Mander, oh no, it's not Tim Mander, it's Graham Annesley. Had the balls to pull the refs into line. And I know it's a shitty job, but I wouldn't do it. No way.
I would,
but they need to be more accountable. That's the thing.
It's the only job going around where you can fuck up multiple times and still keep your job.
Exactly. It's worse than Nova. Oh, geez, I got a good giggle out of that one.
And why don't they, the former referees who are now touch judges, why don't they ref anymore? Or they just stood down? Or they don't want to do it, too much pressure? Or
maybe, yeah.
Because you got the guys, hey, he hasn't ref for a while, and he used to be half decent. And now you just got someone like Ashley Klein who it's all about him. You know, like, look at me, look at me.
Okay. Now, if you want to say one thing, bring back the 2. Bring back the 2 refs, mate. I think.
All right.
Bring back the 2.
Take your 2. Take your 2 refs.
Bring back the 2 refs.
Yeah.
Did Fogarty take the 2 today?
Who's that?
Jamal Fogarty. Did he take the 2 today?
I think he did. He did.
He's a long time listener. Subscriber.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He also missed 2 kicks that I thought he should have got.
Yeah, he hooked them.
Not enough practice.
Kicker. Big fan of the show. G'day, Jamal. I'll see him. I think we're going for coffee on Wednesday, so that you can shout again. If you can never please me. I'm a very hard man to please.
I just got shot down and got told I wasn't. But anyway.
I like... I'll shut you down there. I like the referee being able to look at the vision, because we all look at it. We're like, even the players, they've got to go through the same thing. And when they go upstairs and say no try, the bunker has to go the other way and think, why is it a try? Like, find the reason. Don't go upstairs with the try or a no try. Just say, let's check it. We think about things. Let's just check it and let him look at the vision, because you make them look silly. Look at his silly face. Look at that. Look at that way. That way. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Anyway, that's all I've got for you. Do you guys have any questions?
I reckon they should take away the replay. Excuse me.
Altogether.
Until the decision is made, the bunker's made it.
What? So we don't get to, what are they going to show? Just Married at First Sight.
No, because what happens? Everyone looks at the screen. Like, even when they drop the ball, they look at the screen and keep looking at themselves. Whatever. If the referee says, "I'm not sure about this one, can you have a quick look?" The bunker has a look. You put the KFC ad on or whatever, and then he quickly comes up with a decision. And then once he's made the decision and the referee's ruled it, then we get to see the replay. Because otherwise, you might think it's a try. I don't think it's a try. Frosty, he's undecided or whatever. So if no one sees it until the bunker's made it, because at the end of the day, it's the bunker's decision, right? So he makes the decision, or she, whoever it is. And then once the decision's made, we just move on, and then we get to see a replay after it. Bang!
Yeah, no, it's got its merits in some way, but a bit like Frenchie. Like, what are we looking at otherwise? The players standing on the field having a smoke, or
yeah.
I get what he's sort of saying. Like, what are we looking at? A blank screen? Do they black it all out while we're waiting for the decision? Do they pan the crowd?
Let's just get on
I don't
TikTok
know.
and have a little
Yeah, I
look.
don't know. Yeah.
Get Jack Bostock to make chicken recipes and things like that. Just put it on the big screen. Oh my god, TikTok's rubbish. Anyway,
You love it. You keep mentioning it. Our tic tac, ticky tocky.
where did we get up to? Are we winding things up here?
I don't know. You're the host, mate. You tell me.
Yeah.
Did I ask you if you've got any questions?
I could sit here all day.
Yeah.
I know you could.
I just got to get another
The
beer, but I
listeners
can.
can't. They're
Yeah.
falling asleep.
I'll tell you what my biggest gripe is, and it's
Yep.
and since I've had to do the ins and outs, I don't like this bullshit 20-man squad bring them out on a Tuesday. I brought it up,
Yeah.
I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, but I just hate it. I get that a player may be coming back in, like, example was Dylan Edwards or Mitch Moses for tomorrow, but name him at 7. Like, if you don't think he's right, don't keep us in suspense until kickoff. It's just bullshit.
Well, it's part of the show, isn't it?
No, I don't like
A bit
it.
like the WWE. You don't know
I'll
what's
tell you
going
what, you do the ins and outs this week, and you'll feel my grief, because I didn't feel it before I start doing it. It's just I'm reading out all these names of players I don't even know, and they don't even get on the field. Like, to me, it's just stupid. Let's
that's it.
name.
Well, Frenchie
I keep
likes
an
it
eye on
because
it.
he wants 20 on the team sheet, so they all get a run, right? So he wants it. As for you doing your ins and outs, just do the 17. 17 names. Don't worry about 18, 19, and 21.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So why do they don't need to do it either? All they need to do is name their 17
It's
and
just
be
what
done
they've
with it.
got. It doesn't hurt anybody, does it?
It does if you've got to do the ins and outs. You do them this week and you'll see. It's a pain in the ass.
It's all about the betting.
Yeah, of course it is. I know.
And
yeah,
I like it. It tells me who's in, who's out. That's the ins and outs.
No, it doesn't, because they're telling you they may play and then they don't end up playing.
I can.
It's just uncomfortable listen to Frosty try and pronounce some of those names.
Yeah. They both felt my pain last week, and I said, "You're not the one doing it."
Yeah, the AI is really having trouble catching up with
Mm.
what you're actually saying. So we'll figure it out there.
I'm trying my best.
Licky licky and
Well, that's why it's called the Dungeon and Dribble.
Righto, we might wrap things up. How does that sound? Are we
How
happy
do we
with
go? Was
today's
it actually
performance?
20 questions or what?
Yeah, probably. We've been going for an hour.
Righto.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
So-
I hope you enjoyed your
So
Easter
do the
special.
peanuts get the pass mark or what?
I think the peanuts. We'll let the listeners listen. They can decide, right? Put a
Viewers,
like.
listeners?
Put a comment. What did we miss? Did we get anything right? Did we just waste our time? Put a big yes in the comments if we wasted our time.
I'm not sure about that one. I'll send it upstairs.
Should we all get whistles for next episode?
Wow.
I'd rather a flag.
With a microphone in it.
I don't care if there's a microphone on it or not.
Righto, guys. I've got to clean my flag. This is the world first. Take the 2 Easter special, and I think it was a big success. So
As long as you're happy with it.
I'm happy with that.
That's good.
We'll do our sign off. We'll clean our flags.
You girls happy with it?
Yes.
Jesus.
What about Coffee? His arms will be getting sore. He's still giving you a 10.
He's my favorite.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not a fan either.
I'm going to need an extra hour to talk about him.
You should have been. One of your questions should have been, who's your most hated referee?
Oh, we're going to have to do this again, aren't we?
That'd be another hour episode.
At least.
That's
Righto. We're signing off. This is it. No more entrance.
Arrivederci.
Take the 2. Goffy says, have a good day. And thanks for tuning in to the one-off special that was
on giving.
pretty fucking special.
All right,
Righto. Catch you later.
Yes.